The iconic cards, the ones that pretty much are the face, the Mount Rushmore of sports card collecting. How have they been performing with this recent price pullback? Are they defying the market, or are they following on trend? Or does neither matter and they just following their own course? Let's look at the information today on this episode of DIY Sports Cards. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of DIY Sports Cards, a place where we take a deep dive into the buying and selling of sports cards for collectors and investors alike. I'm Ramon, the founder of this channel. How the heck are you? I hope you guys are having a good week. Last week, I put out a video looking at the sports card trends, pricing trends for the ultra card market. We looked at basketball and we looked at baseball. Today, I want to look at information to see how the iconic cards, the famous cards, are behaving in today's market. These are cards that people strive for. In some cases, they might be the Holy Grail. But even Holy Grail or not, they have one thing in common. They have a price tag. The purpose of these videos, once again, is to really give you some information and give you insight on how to address these price points. Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? In my opinion, as I follow a strategy, you got to really go with what you know. Follow that circle of knowledge and make sure you understand what the risks are with each card you're pursuing before you take that nesty plunge. To me, that is probably one of the most important facts about entering into a buy scenario on something you want to get. Let's take a look at these iconic cards and see how they're doing. Here's Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey Jr.'s Upper Deck rookie card in a PSA 10. I've been watching this card for a long time. Historically, I've been seeing this card selling between $2,000 and $3,000. Now, what's intriguing to me is recently his cards have been dipping in sales to under $2,000. There's been action below $2,000. And in fact, in the last month, I'm seeing sales get as low as $1,600 for that PSA 10 rookie Upper Deck card that Griffey has. This is an interesting dynamic. I've always been a believer that this card will do some good things long term for a collector. So $1,600 might be a good buying point for a card. But I will show you one little hack if you are interested in buying this card. Let me show you something. Now, if you take the Griffey Jr. card and instead of buying it in a PSA 10 and you put it in an SGC 10 slab, check this out. Over that same time frame, that card has been selling right around $1,000. Now, if you believe SGC has the same level of quality as PSA, which I do by the way, this sounds like a real bargain and one that if you see $1,000 SGC 10 Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card, that might be one you want to buy. I still have always been a believer of another strategy, buy SGC. SGC allows you to hedge your bets because when an SGC 10 gets viewed equally as a PSA 10, you have just built-in gains just from the comparison. All right, another iconic card, rookie Michael Jordan. Yeah, I think we've heard of him. Let's look at him in a PSA 9. PSA 9. Now, historically, I've known this card, even at the National a year ago, this card was looking to sell between $25,000 and $30,000. Yeah, that indeed was happening. Now, what's interesting about this card is there's been a lot of sentiment going the other direction. What was once a $25,000 to $30,000 card can now be found for sale at under $20,000. This is a grade 9 rookie Michael Jordan. Can you imagine buying a rookie Michael Jordan for under $20,000 in a mint condition? That is actually a pretty good deal. Or is it? Is this the result of the market crashing? Is this the result of PSA constantly grading Michael Jordan cards? Now remember, we're still about 4.5 months away from Michael Jordan's PSA pop count to reach 1 million cards. 1 million cards. So this might be the product of just a super saturation of Michael Jordan cards in the marketplace. Tough to say, and maybe there's some uptick on this. This might be something else. We do not know. But what we do know is this is what the trend looks like, and you have to come up with what you think is the reason for the downward trends. Because once you understand what that trend is and you believe in the risks, does it become a buying opportunity for you? Now for me, I'm not touching this one with a 10-foot pole. I am looking at the Ken Griffey SGC 10. I am looking at some of the other cards. This appears to be something I don't want to touch right now. It's interesting to see the grade 9 Michael Jordan dip below $20,000. It's also interesting to see that the PSA 10 rookie Ken Griffey Jr. in the upper deck is also dipping below $2,000. A lot of action, but hold thresholds that were before considered sacred. If you get below that, you're getting a heck of a deal. Now you're looking at that as possibly the new norm. Was it not interesting to see that an SGC 10 Ken Griffey rookie card can be had for right around $1,000? I think that is a significant gap between SGC and PSA, and one that further shows that the market has yet to embrace SGC as a viable option for grading when compared to PSA. PSA is still king. SGC, I thought they were making progress. Not necessarily the case on some cards. That Ken Griffey Jr. is proof. Anyhow, you look at these cards, and what does this tell you? It does tell you that pricing is going down, but is it going down because pricing is overinflated, or is it going down because there's this whole macro effect to it? I'm still a believer that these cards are going down because of their own individual dynamics. Each card is going to have a different response to the market. Each card is going to behave differently. Now, I think the whole impact of inflation is having an effect on the pricing for selling cards. If you're buying cards on discretionary money and discretionary income, then this might be a great opportunity for you to reset your collection and evolve this into something that even you have never seen before. It's a great buying opportunity, folks. This market is not going to stay this way forever. Inflation will eventually turn. This time it might take a little bit longer. But at the end of the day, if you're in the card market to buy and sell, and you really don't care what's happening, you're a massive enthusiast, do you really care what's happening in the marketplace? Or are you just going to stay in here and continue to do what you're doing? I'm going to stay in and keep doing what I'm doing. Anyhow, I hope you find this information interesting. Hit that like button, subscribe. Want to really grow that subscriber count, because the bigger we get, the more things we can do with this channel, especially from a philanthropy standpoint. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe, be healthy, and we'll see you all really soon. Peace out.